the award for most awkward introduction goes to...
Hi
everybody. I will tell you that I'm really excited to be here, but I'm a Muslim, and in my religion, lying is a sin. So I was also meant to be performing like half an hour ago, but as we know with Muslims, being on time is also a sin these days. So allow me to apologize. Assalamu alaikum. Are there Muslims in here? Obviously, so assalamu alaikum to all the Muslims.
Wa alaikum salam.
I understand there's some Sikhs in here. Vaheguru Ka Khalsa. Jai Sri Ram, and who are you to all the Arsenal fans? That's all the major reasons that even covered. And hello, obviously. It's really nice. I come all the way down from London, and it's nice to be at misconceptions of Islam show. You know, a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about Muslims. You know, like with most religions. But one misconception people have about Muslims is that we're evil, angry people constantly plotting on how to destroy the world. And that is so untrue. So untrue. We've got better things to do. Like arguing with other Muslims on Facebook. That is a very important part of our faith. Absolutely. I'll give you an example, right? Here's the thing. We will never ever be able to defeat most of our problems if we don't face the serious issues, right? But you find too many Muslims angry about stupid things. Like, for example, and don't worry, I'm just making up Muslims. I'm going to talk about everyone else. But with Muslims, you find us arguing about little things, insignificant things. Like, for example, Facebook. Halal or haram? For those who are non-Muslims in the audience, halal is acceptable or good, and haram is forbidden. Now, we have a lot of people arguing, oh, Facebook, halal, haram, halal, haram. I had this one guy come out and say that Facebook is haram on Facebook. Now, I ain't talking about hypocrisy, but what he was is that 3 people liked it. I'm like, come on, man. You know, you get people having an argument. So I come, no, brother, no, brother. What you are saying is incorrect. Facebook is makruh. Gray area. Facebook is makruh. Twitter, halal if you post hadith. And Instagram, Instagram. No, brother, what you are saying is wrong. You do not have the dalil to say this. Dalil, defamation. No, brother, you do not have the dalil to say this. Facebook is halal. MySpace, makruh. Twitter, halal. Instagram, mashallah. It's very low. I love it. This one guy gets really mad. No! All of you are wrong. Yani... Facebook is halal, but only if you just add the brothers, don't add the sisters. Then I said, no, brother, it's okay to add the sisters, okay, it's okay to add the sisters, just don't poke them and you can poke brother, it's okay for you, mashallah, but you don't poke sister. Then I come back, but brother, if I poke other brothers, doesn't that make me... Absolutely fabulous. No, seriously though, I think we've got so many problems in the community. People often think that Muslims, we only speak with one voice and we only have one opinion. But they forget that even amongst Muslims, we argue all the time. Now, I forgot to mention, my wife and I just had our first anniversary a couple of months ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I forgot to mention, I forgot. So that was, I was like, but darling, every day is like an anniversary with you. No, but you know, but the thing is, I realize now, because in Islam, I don't know about other religions, but in Islam, marriage makes up half of your religion, right? Half of your deen. So this is a very serious thing in the life of a Muslim, you know? But the thing is, you get married to a woman, right? And men, if you're not married, I'll tell you this now, you see the wedding? That's not about you. It doesn't matter what religion you're from. The wedding is, I don't care what religion a girl is, she has got the venue planned. The dress she's going to wear planned. The chandeliers planned. The food planned. The invitation planned. The man, doesn't matter. But everything else. The thing is, it was a bit tough because, you know, my wife is originally from Pakistan.
No.
That's exactly how her dad responded. And he's from where? So, you know, and it was really awkward when I went to meet her family for the first time. You know, because like her mom, you know, she's like, you know, old school. She asked me really strange questions like, "Do you love my daughter?" I was like, "Sometimes." then like she has like 5, 6 brothers, right? And the brothers, you know, they're quite tough because like her family, they're Punjabi, you know, they're quite manly, you know. So brother, you're quite young. How come you want to get married so early? And because when I'm nervous, I joke. My answer was because I'm really crap at washing plates. Now, what's really funny is that they thought I was joking. But you know, as this went on and we finally agreed to get married, things got really tough, right? Because, you know, obviously we're from 2 cultures, and even though our cultures are similar, even with religions, we're all very similar, but we like to create divisions, don't we? Human beings, we like to divide. And I remember her family insisting that we had a Pakistani wedding. And I said, no, we will not have it. I just want to have, according to the Quran and Sunnah, I just want to have a nikah in the mosque, simple ceremony, and that's it. But our family, you know, they wanted, you know how you guys do. Yeah, they wanted that. And I'm not really big on that. I put my foot down and I said, no, we cannot have a traditional Pakistani wedding. And she was like, why not? I said, well, for starters, we're not cousins. And also, we met, so that was violent tradition. But in the end, we had a traditional Pakistani and Nigerian wedding as done by our family, and it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. You know, you turn up. I'm not really much of a dancer, but you know, even I ended up dancing. Man, we came in right. There was Africans on one side, Asians on the other, and they, you know, the Africans were eating naan bread, the Asians were eating jollof rice. They were all Asians were dancing. I love this jalfrezi rice. It's not jalfrezi, it's jollof. It's jollof. But it was really nice, man. Like we had half but 1/3 Nigerian, 1/3 Pakistani, and Somalis. I don't know who invited them, but they were there. It's all good. It's all good. But my wife is Somali, and like they're all dancing to each other's music. So like you have the Africans there on the banga. Stuff, and the Asians trying to do the African dancing, but it just wasn't working because nobody does it like us, man. But they tried, and you know, it made me realize that, you know what, people say all kinds of things like, how do you guys get on? Don't your cultures clash? And I think that's a stupid question. Culture is so similar. Like people spend so much time looking at the house and looking at the wallpaper and not the foundation of the house. Essentially, we're all the same people. You know, we're all the same people. Nigerians, Pakistanis, they're all the same. They're like, how do you guys get on with the culture? I'm like, we have the same culture. Like, what do you mean? Well, it's not as if you do Bhangra in your sleep, right? There's other things in your culture apart from Bhangra. You know, so, for example, my wife is tanned all year round. So am I. My wife likes really spicy food. So do I. And the conservatives hate us both equally. So I think... You know, and I think, you know, I don't really like politics, and I know I always make a point of doing some political jokes. I don't like politics because I think politics are really dumb, because it's part of extremism. Now, before I go into that, I want to say, most different people have different religions for whatever reason. I'm a Muslim because I chose to be. Yes, I was born in a Muslim family, but I like what Islam teaches. And because of what Islam teaches, I don't really identify with politics, because politics is extremism. Now, let me give you a question. Who here likes going to Nando's? Well, you guys all on diet here. I don't like Nando's. I had 2 Tic Tacs last year. I'm sure. The thing is, here's the thing. In Islam, we're told never to be extreme. Never to be extreme. Yes, I know. We're told never to be extreme. You know, because in the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, if you love someone too much, you may end up hating that person. If you hate someone too much, you might end up loving that person. And that's why I don't like politics. So, like, fellas, right? I don't care how hungry, I'm asking the men because we get hungry. Girls can hold their hunger, men can't. Men, if you went to Nando's and ordered a full chicken and half of it had maggots coming out, would you eat the other half? No, exactly. So why if the women who do politics, right wing, left wing, it's the same bird. They're all crooks, it's all the same. You don't really look at it clear. But this is another thing. As a Muslim, I don't believe in extremes because every time you see an extreme, it contradicts itself. I'll give you an example. I'll start off. Most of the Muslim clerics you see that say, oh, we hate the West is evil. Live in the West. And our own benefits. If you look at... you look at really right-wing groups like the EDL. Love those guys. The EDL, what I think are really dumb, because first of all, the people the EDL really pick on are Muslims and Sikhs. And I think that those are the two worst religions to start fights with. Don't you think so? Do you not know history? Why would you pick a fight with a Muslim or a Sikh? First of all, we're Muslims. We're not exactly pacifists now, are we? You know, they say that they fight radical Islam. And in order to do this, they demonstrate outside mosques. Because this has been known to make Muslims much calmer. And then they attack Sikhs. And you know, this is not a disrespect to Sikhs in any way. But why the hell would you attack the one group of people legally allowed to carry knives? I'm sorry. That's just dumb. I can understand. Why don't they pick on... Okay, fine. Maybe they don't want to pick on Christians because Christians will be an easy target because they're taught to turn the other cheek. And nobody messes with Jehovah's Witnesses because they know where you live. But I'm just saying... Calm down and get along. I mean the EDL are extremists, right? They're right-wing extremists, but they're really dumb because they spend all their time chasing brown people, fighting brown people. But when they finish doing this, they drink Stella Artois, which is a Belgian beer. They then eat correct. Has anyone ever told them where curry comes from? It's not Scotland, you know? But here's the thing, the EDL hate brown people, they spend all their time chasing around brown people. Tommy Robinson, the leader of the EDL, owns a tanning booth. Now, I'm sorry. But that's contradiction, don't you think? And here's another thing, I don't know how we argue about religions and stuff, because, you know, there's one thing we all have in common, right? Whether you call it prayer as a Christian, ardas to sing, or if you call it dua as a Muslim, we all believe in prayer. Islam's perspective on prayer is unique because we believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala answers every single prayer. It might not come at the time that you ask for it, but your prayer is always heard, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, I needed that. Just so you know I'm not lying, yeah? So the thing is, there's a part of the Quran that says, and I'll say this in English for the benefit of the people in here because my Arabic isn't too good. But there's a part of the Quran that says it may be that what you desire is not good for you. And it may be that what is best for you, you do not like, right? To paraphrase. Now I found this out the hard way because I wanted to be on TV, I wanted to be recognized. So I made a prayer, I made dua that I'd be on TV because I wanted to be recognized. And my prayer was answered. Here's the catch. I forgot to mention what channel I wanted to be on. So I ended up on a channel called Channel AKA. Now, so for those of you who act like you don't know, Channel AKA is the channel that shows rap music 24 hours a day. So yeah, I was getting recognized, but not by the kind of people you want to recognize me because I'm walking down the street, minding my own business, and then I would hear, hey, yo, bro! Yes, I was. Hey, yo, bro! Hey, yo, bro! How you act like you don't know me? Round here they call me Asda because my bless is buy one, get one free. No, not quite. Hey, yo, bro! I say that I got it doesn't want to jokes about gang members. got something to say to you, bruh. You're funny. And people say, Nabil, don't do jokes about gang members because they leave death threats on your Facebook and your MySpace and your Twitter. Now, I don't know about any of you, but I find it really hard to be intimidated by anybody who cannot spell. Now, I mean, how do you respond to a death threat like this, and I quote, "Hey, yo, bro, yeah?" Question mark. His spelling was bad, but his punctuation was on point. Say, yo, bro, yeah? You think you jokes about the man then, yeah? Swear down, we're gonna kill you. You're now, this is the complicated part, right? Because I don't swear. I don't swear, but I know what he wanted to call me. He wanted to call me a something head. But he forgot the K and the A. So the threat read, and I quote, "Swear down, we're gonna kill you. You're a D-I-C-H-E-D. He called me a dish. What the hell is a dish, man? Like, that's not even English anymore. That is French, okay? And the thought of French gangsters in London terrifies me. I mean, imagine walking down the street with your shopping from Tesco only to hear, méfie-toi, idiot, bouffon, imbécile. Sors, j'ai peur de toi, sacre-bleu. Dicht, vive la France. The thing about French gangs is they be the worst, right? Because they will kick down your door, rob you blind, and then start complaining about the food. Like, I don't like this food, I don't know why, it has a bit too much turmeric, and the presentation is a bit bad, and has anybody noticed how French people get some kind of bizarre pleasure from not being able to say words properly in English? Like a French football player misses a goal, right? And then you ask him, "Oh, hey, why did you miss a goal?" Well, I don't know, the problem is that why you not scoring on my player, and the coach is a little bit, well, I don't know how to say this well, but I will tell you of the rest. The problem is the coach is the sacre bleu in the France. No, that joke wasn't racist, but these next few kind of are.
Yes.
The good thing about stand-up comedy is I can be as racist as they think I'm joking. So, but here's the thing, a long time ago, a friend of mine and I prank called the BMP. We tried to join. We were not very successful. Probably because I pretended to be Pakistani. Hello? 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 That is correct. I want to join it. Hello? To see Haram. Hello? Yeah, I want to join British National Church. And they hung up on me. I thought it's cool, but when I can speak English, right? So I put the video on YouTube, and we've got like hundreds of comments every single day for the past couple of years. And now it actually went viral. If you YouTube it, you'll find it. Comedians prank BNP. So my mate and I, we prank called them just before an election. Anyway, like I was saying before, man, try to interrupt, man. Like, man, they come from South London down here. Anyway, sorry, that was the South London of me. So we prank call them, we get loads of comments from different people, right? And a lot of the comments came from actual BNP members. Who knew they could type? And some of the comments are very supportive, but a lot of them are very disgusting, racist comments. And one of them is actually my favorite because it's hilarious. This guy from the BNP came and wrote down, and I quote, right? This is his words, not mine. Watch out, you nignog! What century is this guy from? He needs to update his racism, man. Nignog. Well, I like the nignog, but he won't do it all wrong, man. So watch out, you nignog! You're going to end up in the first boat back to Africa. Because apparently there's a boat that just goes there, right? But that doesn't go to any country in particular, just parks outside Africa and we move off home. You know, but that comment didn't offend me, right? And I'll tell you why. It's something that I got taught from a young age. My father and my mother, they taught me never allow an ignorant person to offend you because they don't know any better. And in fact, every single person in this room is ignorant of someone else. I may be ignorant of somebody's culture in this room. And to that person, I may be a racist because of my ignorance. So never allow an ignorant person to be offended. Never allow a person who doesn't know any better to offend you. That being said, I will still knock out a skinhead. But when he wakes up, I will teach him the error of his ways. So never allow an ignorant person to offend you. The people that should offend you are the educated people, whether it be in religion, politics, whether people who have knowledge but use it to misguide people, or who have knowledge and use it to spread hate. So I'll give you an example. A long time ago, during the riots in London, well, loads of nice stuff. Because my wedding was then and I got presents. How dare you stereotype me? But during the riots, there was a guy, I don't know if you saw this, who got on the news, BBC News there, and he said the reason that we have riots in England is because... I'm not making this up as well. He said the reason that we have riots in England is because white people are turning black. I did not know sunburn had that many symptoms, okay? And before I say this, I have no problems with white people. I have no other white friends. And in fact, during the winter, I play in the snow, okay? I am far from racist, but what he said is true. White people are kind of turning black, black people are kind of turning white. We're all mixing, but on the top of white people are turning black in the sense that a lot of stuff you see in England, a lot of stuff that you call white culture, was actually invented by black people. I'll give you an example, right? Black people invented rock, white people gave us Elvis Presley. Not bad. Black people invented rap, white people gave us Eminem. Fair trade. They tried a thing with Vanilla Ice, it didn't work. But they kept on going, so we'll forgive them for Justin Bieber and Jedward, okay? But sometimes it went wrong, right? I'll give you an example, right? Black people gave us Michael Jackson, white people gave us back Michael Jackson. Now I'm sorry, but you guys have to take responsibility for that. And then, you know, as an African, I get offended because as Africans, we invented voodoo and white people gave us back Harry Potter. Now I'm sorry, but that's out of order. But the thing is, we learned though, because white people, they gave us Pirates of the Caribbean, and we gave them back Somalia. So I think at this point in time, I think we're equal. Anyway, I don't know, are there any parents in the audience?
Yeah.
Wrong. Just one. Wow, you guys are very different from Londoners, boy. Here's a story I want you guys to relate to your parents, right? Because I don't know about the other faiths, but marriage is often a problem. In Islam, marriage is supposed to be very, very easy. But sometimes, well, most of the time, you're ignored, and that's not very good. And it's because parents say, oh no, you have to get your degree first, right? No, you have to get a degree, no, you have to have a house. You get a car, that car isn't good enough, you have to get a bigger car. How are you going to fit your children? You don't even have any children, but you need a car big enough for your imaginary children, right? And it's silly, it's ridiculous, because you know, these things that you keep on, no one ever has enough. If anybody ever had enough, we'd stop working, right? So here's a story I want you to tell. If you ever have problems getting married because of these same reasons, this is a short story. You might find it funny, you might not. But it's a story you should tell your parents if they ever put you in this situation. Not just for Muslims, Christians, anybody who ever gets told that they need to be doing something, right? And it goes like this. A long time ago, there was a fisherman, right? And he was really poor. We'll call him the poor fisherman. And he was asleep on a tree, clothes torn and tattered. And he was asleep. You know that really deep sleep where that stuff comes out of your mouth? And you start changing your... Come on, man, that's a good sleep. That's why I had to wake up from to come here. So don't... Let me have my bed. You know, that kind of sleep, right? So the poor fisherman was sleeping, torn clothes, all he had was a fishing rod and a net. And a bigger, better dressed man, who was the rich fisherman, walked past him and said, "Oi! Oi! Wake up, you lazy bum! Why aren't you fishing?" And the poor fisherman said, "Eh?" And then he says again, "Why aren't you fishing, you lazy sod?" And the poor fisherman said, "Why should I be fishing?" And the rich fisherman says, "You need to fish, because if you fish, you can sell that fish you make and make money." So, what do I do with the money? "Well, when you get the money, you can go and buy yourself a better boat. And then you can catch even more fish. And then you can buy an even bigger net. And then you can catch even more fish. And then you can buy a huge boat. And then you can hire people. And then you can catch loads and loads and loads of fish and become really rich." Oh, become rich. And then what do I do? Then you can relax. What did it look like I was doing before you came here and woke me up? You guys are great. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.